What's up, guys? Finally back here again. We got a review for the 5-star Dragon Far N, maxed out of course, level 30 out of 30. We're jumping into some ranked team deathmatch here. See what we can pull together. Haven't played with the Far N much lately, although I've tested this one out here and there as I've maxed it out. I had the 5-star for a while. Trying to think. I mean, probably when I posted the last video on it. You can go back and find that. You know, I'm not gonna bother, but it's been a while. Had a 5-star. I had 2 4-stars from the original February event. And if you're a long-time subscriber, you probably know this story. If you're new, which there's tons of new people since then, almost 400 new people really. And I don't know who else will watch this video if you're not subscribed. You know, just subscribe. It doesn't hurt anybody. Pretty good sales pitch, right? Ooh, we're gonna blow someone up with that. Nope, guess not. But basically during the February, I believe it was February, the Chinese New Year event, there's Savage Sang. He's a pretty good player. He's got the 7-star Unk, AGL combo looks like. But during that Chinese New Year sale, I picked up a bunch of 4-star Far N Dragons. You know, they gave out a lot of these guys. I don't remember the exact details of that sale. You know, I wasn't making videos back then. But I'm trying to think. I mean, I probably had enough for at least a 6-star and then some. You know, 6-star would be 4 stars. You know, just thinking off the top of my head here, you know, I might have even had enough for the 7-star, but I didn't really understand how Evolve worked, and so I ended up just burning a lot of them, and I was shooting myself in the foot for a long time. Once again, if you follow this channel, you know I've kind of been a Far N guy. It's gotten harder to love with the introduction of new weapons like the Unk, CQB Charlie, the CQR 2000. Just the more good weapons that are introduced into this game, even the AGL affects it. Oh, look at this. That range bonus though. Oh, come on, we gotta get him. We gotta get him. There we go, look at that, man. I love it. I love it. That's just an awesome kill with the Far N. Stupid on his part for sticking in that fight. I don't know why he was, I don't know. I guess he almost got me, so can't blame him too much, but just having some fun with the IEDs here as well. But anyways, didn't know how Evolve worked, burned them all, and I've been a Far N player. Who's that? Sergeant Slut. We got Sergeant Slut in here. He's a good player as well. But yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. What a mess. Why'd you take a break from YouTube? Can't keep my thoughts straight. No, but anyways, the Far N Dragon is the best addition, I think. I only have a 4-star veteran, and I haven't really used it, so I don't know really fairly how that compares, but I would imagine the range bonus is very nice, and from my experience, it makes a difference on this Dragon addition. The only other thing I could see being a good factor is rate of fire. Not sure how the rate of fire compares on the veteran. I'd have to look at some stats again. And also the veteran has a little more portability, but it's, you know, it's up to you if you think that'll really make a difference. You know, I think it's okay. Head-to-head battle with the 6-star A500. We lose that fight, as we probably should, in all fairness. But 5, 3, and 2, pretty boring game. Didn't talk too much about it, just trying to get my story straight on the history of the Far N Dragon. Complete mess right now, but you saw, I mean, pretty boring game. You gotta lay back a little bit, play defensively. But the Dragon is pretty nice out of the Far Ns. Show you the stats here real quick. Upgraded damage and 25% boost in range. That's a nice boost in range. So damage 5200, range 2600, I think. I'll show you my 7-star regular, my only 7-star, by the way. Look at damage is 500 points lower at a 7-star and 500 points lower at range as well. That's a 5-star max compared to a 7-star. So you know, the dragon's nothing to laugh at in terms of the far end, and I want to really be clear on that, because I don't want to put the impression out there that the far end is a good gun. I don't want to put the impression that the far end dragon is a good gun. You know, if you're one of the players that just want to build good weapons, I would say absolutely just forget about the far end. And we're jumping into a training match here, by the way. You know, I don't want to confuse people and, you know, let my love of the far end kind of shine through as if I'm saying it's a good weapon. It's absolutely not. Do not waste your time with it. Oh, we got explosive temper 3. That's different. I know I've completed it before. I think the first time you do it you get gold, and then after that it's cash, but that's obviously a bugged challenge. There's no way we actually got it. But yeah, I just don't want to confuse you. You know, I've seen a lot of people, you know, like write comments on my videos like, hey, I just got a far end dragon, pretty sweet, right? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I like it, but like I almost feel like people are saying that they're glad that they got it. You know, I wouldn't be that glad that you got it. But it's fun to mess around with, I guess, is what I would say about it. You see here, I mean, you can train with it, sitting under the stairs here. This probably won't be a great training match in terms of score, but I mean, look at that range where we just took out Ward, right? Yeah, Old Man Willis killed Ward in the kill feed there. I mean, that's a decently tough shot with the 7-star regular. I mean, that range bonus really makes a difference. You know, 2600. You know, I don't know, like, I can't really put that into like a physical idea of like how far 2600 range will go, but I think it'll get you across most of the maps. Like, it'll get you across warehouse. Obviously, it's not going to go end to end on aircraft, but that's as much as you really need. I would still like to see the far end have more range, but as I mentioned in past far end videos, this weapon could easily become overpowered, and I won't really go into the whole details of that. Rate of fire will always still dominate this game, but this weapon could easily be turned into a precision class weapon that can fire outside of the scope, if that makes sense, you know, in terms of this game specifically, right? So I'm all for pretty much leaving it where it is. It's just the nature of this game that certain weapons are going to be better than others, and usually it coincides with a high fire rate. So whatever, you know. Let's see what this challenge was. I don't think it's in skill, is it? No, I think it's... Oh yeah, there it is. Explosive Temper 3. Kill 10 enemies using explosive gadgets without dying. So we clearly did not do that. I think we got 1 kill with the IED and that challenge popped up. So, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm a big fan of these broken challenges. I think it's the amount of cash that we should be getting. I think they should add more challenges, and, you know, if they fix them, if they go back to normal, I think they should add more challenges so we get about the amount of cash that we're getting now. You know, it's insane maxing out weapons. I mean, part of the reason I've been taking a break is just, you know, I spend way too much time in training mode, and I mean, even in terms of their monetization model, I'll just go off topic again here instead of talking about the far end. But there's not even really a good way to buy cash. You can only buy gold in this game. Other than that, they have some deals with like 800,000 cash or something like that. We all know 800,000 cash gets you like maybe a level, right? Once you get into the 20s, it's like maybe a level, maybe 2 levels if you're in the lower 20s. So am I gonna spend 50 bucks to get a restricted weapons crate and a little bit of gold and enough to upgrade a level 20 gun, you know, about 1 level? Like, are you kidding me? And so, like, from their monetization model, like, there's no, there's our friend Savage saying, there's no, like, I feel like they should sell cash, they should sell gun power-up things, you know? And, I mean, we could get into a whole discussion about the gacha system, whatever, and, you know, maybe taking longer to upgrade a gun. If you have a 4-star and it's really hard to max out, you might spend on gold to try and pull a 6-star of a good weapon. You know what I'm saying? So you could throw back and forth with ideas all day long. and, you know, try to theorize. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a theory, but theorize about what system is going to make the most of money, right? And so, you know, I can't put myself in their shoes. You know, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know, you know, how much money they actually make and whatever the details are on that. But from a player's perspective, I think it would be awesome if they sold a bunch of cash. Like, say, I'm trying to think what would be fair. I mean, let's say you could buy 30 million cash for, you know, $20 maybe. 30 million could max out a 6-star, maybe a 7-star. I don't know the prices nowadays. But I mean, $20 to max it out, and obviously you'd still have to open all the crates and do all that, you know, crazy stuff. So, you know, I just wish they sold more cash. And you can buy gold and convert it into cash. You know, if any of you guys do that out there, I hope you're insanely rich. Or you know some gold glitch or something. I don't think there's any in the game currently. You know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but this is interesting. Hold on, I'll get him disconnected. There we go. Savage saying disconnected. Kicked him out of there. He was shooting at me for a while there. No sense in having that. We'll just play our game here. Oh, look at this. There we go. There's a nice kill. But you know, I wish they sold some gun power-up packs. I mean, long story short, you know, not even short, just long story. You know, there's some of the stories that I've just been spending way too much time in training, and it just takes a lot of time to build all these weapons. And I don't know. Apparently there's some new tiger skin weapons coming out. I'll try to get some details on that. I've seen that floating around on Discord. Haven't been on Discord in a couple days, but just opened it, you know, whatever, a little while ago, and saw, you know, a couple posts about that. So that'll be interesting. You know, what else? I mean, there's just too many weapons. I got a bunch of new weapons to build out from this last sale. You know, I got enough for the 7-star Fire End Dragon. I'll make that eventually. Still got to work on some 6-star burners. Just quite frankly, don't have enough of those. And you know, they're about to hit us with another sale, it sounds like. So, you know, I just can't keep up. I mean, it's really insane. But anyways, I was a fan of this sale. You know, not introducing any new weapons. You know, the new gear was, you know, hard to get and all that. I don't even have all of it. I think I still have a little bit of time left to try, but I doubt I'll get it. And yeah, I mean, whatever, we'll just keep grinding, see where it gets us. But that's the Far End. You saw not too great in that last match. I mean, you saw a couple examples of some kills. You know, that's really it. You know, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on this weapon. There's a 6-star preview. I mean, it looks sweet. It looks awesome. You know, there's a bug, goes back to a different weapon, but show you the stats one more time if you want to view those. Pause it and look at those, whatever. But that'll do it for this video. Thanks for stopping by as always, and I'll catch you on the next video.